So we've talked about a lot of things. Talked about spending, how much is spent on managing providers. Lots of percentages there. But what you're going to spend is not going to be based on what I showed you earlier. It's not going to be the 3 to 10% managing service providers. It's going to be what is right for your organization. If you're not going to have much change in your organization, you're going to spend less managing multiple providers. If you have many providers and you're worldwide, and you're dynamic and you're innovative and you're spending a lot on IT, you're going to spend upwards of 10%. Success in multi-sourcing depends on strong sourcing governance. Again, get that right, everything takes care of itself. Business-aligned sourcing strategy. It's no longer about tactical decisions. It's about being aligned to the business and what the needs of the business are. You need to articulate what the value is in business terms, business metrics. Market intelligence. This is important as well. Organizations that outsource need to stay in tune with what's going on in the marketplace. It's not just cost per server or cost per help desk ticket. You know, there's quantitative and qualitative things that you need to take a look at out in the industry and make sure that maybe you need to change course with how you're outsourcing. Demand management. This is the biggest problem that end user organizations have when they outsource. They never had it down when they were insourced. When they move to an outsourced environment, it becomes even more of a headache. And you as a service provider, that's going to become your headache because you're going to be blamed for it, and it's not fair, but it's the reality. Relationship management competencies. A lot of the folks that are in the retained organization often don't have relationship management competencies, but there is room for them in many areas of managing and outsourcing relationships. I don't think that the people in place now, if you're an end user organization, don't need to stay any longer. They tend to find useful roles in the business units or in other areas of IT because they know what's going on in the IT environment around them. Co-management discipline and disciplines, you have them by default. Make sure that they map to what your clients have in place, the folks that buy outsourcing. Service integration. If you're a provider, get those competencies so that you can teach your clients to integrate multiple providers. And of course, continuous improvement. This does not disappear at all. Continuous improvement is an epidemic now. In the past, it was people would outsource or optimize and they would forget about it for 5 years. You have to do it continuously now. Businesses are moving too fast now, and they need to be flexible. So you need to have continuous improvement process and discipline in place. So what I'm going to do now is turn it over to the next panel member, Ken Brain, the CIO of AutoZone. Thank you very much. We will have a Q&A at the end of this as well.